All right, let's try some examples now. All right, the trial balance for Meley Company includes the following balance sheet accounts, which may require adjustment. For each account, indicate the category of adjustment as either deferral or accrual, right? Going back to those two categories. Okay, so that's the first step, identify the appropriate category. And then what's the related account needed for the offset in the journal entry? All right, so accounts receivable. Accounts receivable, you only see on one side, the accrual side. Okay, receivable. So the accrual side. And the offset account is always a revenue account. Okay, maybe I'll say service revenue. And you're welcome to pause the video and try these on your own and then compare. Supplies. Supplies happens on the deferral side. And the offset is always an expense account. Supplies, expense. Accumulated depreciation, always on the deferral side. And the offset account is always depreciation expense. Those two accounts always go together. Okay, a payable, that's on the accrual side, right? Payable. And the offset is always an expense. And here we're talking about salaries and wages. Expense. Remember, we said the nice thing is that you can customize what type of expense, what type of payable. So here we're saying salaries and wages expense, salaries and wages payable. Prepaid rent. Prepaid rent follows prepaid expenses. So it's going to be on the deferral side. Offset is an expense account. So specifically rent expense. Interest payable, just like your other payable up here. It's on the accrual side and the offset is going to be some sort of expense account. Since we're talking about interest, let's do interest expense. Unearned revenue. Unearned revenue, it's cash prepayment from our customers, which is a deferral, and the offset will be service revenue. Prepaid insurance, it's the same as supplies, it's the same as prepaid rent. Okay, prepaid insurance. On the deferral side, you're going to increase an expense. Now it's insurance expense and decrease the asset, prepaid insurance. Interest receivable. Receivables, just like accounts receivable, only happens on one side, the accrual side. We said we were going to leave it open so you can customize it. So interest receivable and interest revenue. All right, good job.